Hey, what's going on? It's beautiful Saturday afternoon. Just want to come on and share. Look, we have to, those of us that are believers, we have to trust God in all situations. We have to trust God when things are going our way, and even more when we think things aren't going our way. And that happens in life. There are going to be things in life that's not going to go our way, that's not going to go my way. And there's sometimes I get in my feelings and I'm upset, I'm hurt, I'm disappointed, angry, whatever the feelings, not so good feelings may be that come about from that. And I have to remind myself that, hey, is this the right way to act? Is this the godly way to act and respond? And some people feel like because this situation happened to me, whatever the situation is, because this situation happened to me, I have a right to act and feel the way that I want to feel. You do. You do have a right to act and feel the way that you want to feel. Remember, with every action comes a reaction. It may be rewarded or there may be some consequences. But especially during a time when we feel like we've been wrong, when something was done to us, um, we still have to maintain or try at least to maintain our faith in God and trusting Him and knowing that all things are going to work together for those that love Him. All things are going to work together for those that love Him. And you have to look at it this way too. Sometimes God will allow us to go through certain things in order to, whatever His reason may be. He may allow you to go to certain things to get you closer to Him because you're not as close as He wants you to be, so He allow you to go through certain things. And there are different examples in the Bible where God allowed people to go through certain things. One case everybody may know of is Job. If you don't know the story of Job, read that story, and how God allows certain things, allows Satan to do certain things to Job. He allowed Satan to do certain things to Job. But we have to remember, we have to remind ourselves that God is in control. No matter how bad or how good the situation is, God is still in control. And it may not seem that way when you're going through things, when that thing is actually happening. And sometimes it's like that, and you don't want to hear anything scripturally. You don't want to hear nothing about. You don't want to hear. You just don't want to hear that. Your flesh don't want to hear that. And I've been in places, the times where I felt that way, and you can feel that way, but not stay in that place. We don't want other people actions that cause us to feel a certain way. And the recent thing has been it's a few days after the 2024 presidential election. So whenever you're watching this video, and there's been, I mean, it's crazy just seeing and not saying people don't have a right to feel the way that they're feeling. You do have a right to feel the way that you're feeling. There's some hurting people. There's some people that's hurting. There are people that's rejoicing. There are people that's saying God answered their prayers. There's people that feel like God deserted them. God didn't answer our prayers or didn't answer their prayers and wondering what happened, what went on. But you have to remember, please, you have to remember when we are in those positions or whatever position it is, and we get upset, we're angry, we don't like what is happening or what's going on in our life at that time. We can't just put down our hat, our Christian hat, and do things because we're mad at that time and say things because we're mad at that time. You can, but there are probably going to be some consequences with it. And then is it worth it? I don't think so. So we can find a different way of, okay, what I do, I pray and I ask God, I said, Lord, what do you want me to learn from this situation? When things happen to me and I'm like, what happened? I'll ask him, okay, Lord, you know what happened. What do you want me to learn from this? What do you want me to take from this? Is there a message that I should be learning from this? And please reveal that to me in the way that you want me to receive it and how it was done. So that means we're going to have to stay in God's word, stay in his word, read his word, study it, rightly divide it, and meditate on his word. So we can have his word in our heart that we won't sin against him. And we all are going to sin. That's in his word. We're going to sin. That's in his word. But then when we come to him, wholeheartedly asking him for forgiveness, let's not put ourselves in places when we are not feeling like we want to feel. We're not in a good place. And I'm not just talking about this election, the presidential election, because life happens to everybody every day. And there are things that goes on in life that's not going to always go our way. So we have to remember, we may say, well, some things may be a smaller problem or a bigger problem, but it's still a problem. But what you do in one thing, you're doing all things. What you won't do in one thing, you're probably not going to do in everything. So if I'm being consistent across the board, if I am keeping God in the forefront in the good times, I'm going to keep God in the forefront in the not so good times or in the bad times or when I think that I'm at rock bottom. If I keep him in the forefront all the time, then when not so good things happen that don't go my way, he's already in the forefront of my mind. He's who I'm praying about, and I'm asking him for his guidance and his understanding. And my prayer is for everybody. I'm praying for everybody, whatever your feelings are and how you're feeling when you're going through different things. Just pray and ask God to guide you, to lead you. And be patient and wait for his answer. He may not give us the answer right then, but we have to be still and allow God. That's where the meditation part coming in. When you're still and allowing God to speak to you. So you can be able to listen, to receive, and for him to give you instructions. All right, but we have to keep him in the forefront. He has to be the priority in our lives. All right. Hope this was helpful. Let me know what you think, your thoughts on it. If it was, please share with someone else that you think may be going through anything. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button to get a notification each and every time that I upload a video. All right, take care. God bless. And prayerfully, I'll see you on another video. All right, take care.